Hello, this is Queen Left, and you're watching One on One with Victor Vybz Films.
I'll never die on my knees because I'm begging, Lord, please to help. But I'm having doubts you are even here with me, and that's real. And that's real. Faith is real, but not in the means of religion. And how could I die on my knees if I'm higher than the ceiling? That's real. Huh. Hey, and that's real. Yep, but it's all about perception. This song is a eulogy to a love lost that's nothing new to me. Pour the liquor over fable words of mystery. I do believe, but things I cannot see, I'm questioning. Where are you now? I feel a presence, but is it true? The realest things is what is hidden in plain view. I pray, but how could it be heard with your million requests? Cause when I lost you, that's when I found myself waiting on a personal revival. I ran away from darkness cause the light kept me blind, y'all. An oxymoron and a contradiction combined it. Why judge me who says I can't be a little doubtful? The light allowed you to hide away from your truths. And sometimes the light can hold some darkness too. It allows you to get trapped and hit in action.
Drop that shit.
Yeah. Both sides of the same coin, so watch what you say with caution. My demons and angels liaison, they ain't no shame when I cause your hysteria. Don't think I'm safe, change your locks and invade your mind like MK Ultra. Ready like a mime, your mind, I'm a handler. Transform cooking in a wolf when the moon come. This is a warning, so you might wanna watch how I plead like a cop out. Cause was a call out. The disrespect soon, I retaliate. Honey trap, place a bit, take your own ass out. I bet that's stain. Queen bee with the technique, she's sweet. Colony powerful, make it think twice. Threatened by the force, wanna take us out. Nah, you keep trying me. I know witches, bitches, and they'll hex you as strong as a plague. I'll show you better than I say. Set your intentions and send it directly your way. Incantations like an archer, pierce the heart of vampires. Beware the power obey. Thought you could take me out, ain't as easy to get rid of me. Your luck done run out. Glow like the sun, call me so Lar. I'm more immortal than Stardust. I'm the revenger they say Lum, which I'm the counselor 13. They shall less upper so black. Sub, upper mention and right. Sub, never say never.
What does it mean to be washed of all your sins? I mean, am I born washed? Am I even born again? If rivers flow, will my soul chase? If there's even a drought, will my soul waste? Baptized in uncertainty.
Raindrops falling down my window pane. Can't stop now, I have too much to gain. Can't stop now. Raindrops falling down my window pane. Can't stop now. Can't stop.
Queen.
I am stemming from pain, I am sprouting from strength. To courage of me to fish out my think tank. Madness is draining, had to escape the matrix. Overdosing on synthetic pills. Release myself from this deflection. Protect my ether. Pressing my ancestors are sacred. I'm vexed to hexes. Take back control of my soul and my spirits. Legions all in battlefield. Warring over my queendom. But I'm out here breaking codes that lead me to the now. Got complex. The evil that's left me hypnotized. Save yourself from the bottom of the pyramids though. Clean my knees. You can't pray over me here no more. Nah, I ain't no pawn in this game. A chest so baptize me. I need some time to connect. They can't bribe me. I need some kind of respect that can't blind me. Got a vision they can't erase. Hey,
Wash it all away.
pour a little liquor out to kill my old ways.
Wash it all away.
Words of
This is an ode to Lauryn Hill, and that's real. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, I see cyanide in their eyes. Only vision promises doomsday, revolutionary suicide. The people's temple on the way through the eerie roads of Jonestown, injected with promises, brainwashed by lethal doctrine. My demon seems like imposters, cause I never think what was hitting could conjure such a monster. Out of mind, out of sight, I swear I could avoid the hidden dangers. If I kept them concealed, they wouldn't become visible through my anger. But that caused danger. Secrets I should have known would have caused me to be shamed of the side of disguise for the whole world to see. But truth eventually screamed for help, forcing it to unleash itself. So I camouflaged in cold to mask as what the world thought was best. And of course I failed, living under a watchtower, abandoned my higher self. Terrorized myself for myself, looking out for a savior to navigate my best interests. So normalize this like an alternative world from the outside in. Will you escape the sin when the devil's disguised as God? How could you trust discernment? Then when it comes to that, you start to see the horrors of how psychotic we act, living in our new world order now. I see the prophecy shown through in our daily world. We become too safe and been looking down for a savior.
Nervous
can annihilate heart of the people in the palpitation. The light in your heart can't shine. A hand is working worse than an energy vampire. Working to take over so my spirit can die. Handing me a cup and said that I'll be fine. Drink up and it'll all be fine. Drink up so we all can fly. Our knees becoming bruised from years of keeping ourselves asunder. Observing the world, I start to guard myself from the static. One vision of two worlds preparing for a Christ's return. Your Christ has returned. She's the light on your new birth. My mind been going back and forth like a quantum leap. Hard-headed like a skull, no need for spirit to repeat. No pen, but I've been having long dialogues with them. They say I tend to ignore the truth and run to the closest thing I can reach. Take a second to breathe. If Jesus ain't gonna save you, where do you go to repent? When all else fails and you're in seconds of death, who do you choose to forgive, either him or yourself? Dreaming got me feeling like I'm reminiscing on memories when I'm just reflecting on choices as I'm transitioning. Once a perfect design made to roam this artificial terranium, so unconventional, it should be a crime on how wrong it was.
Next station is Peachtree Center. La siguiente estación es Peachtree Center. Exit for the Atlanta Streetcar, Georgia Aquarium, World of Coca-Cola, Center for Civil and Human Rights, College Football Hall of Fame, Atlanta Convention and Visitors Bureau Visitor Center, the Atlanta Fulton Public Library, Rialto Center for the Arts, Centennial Olympic Park, Children's Museum of Atlanta, and Atlanta's John Marshall.
Welcome to the 21st century, planet where fear is obsolete. Keeping my stance in concrete, flexing my muscle to show my strength. It's been crunch time for me, yet I've been sprinting in place. Start to feel like cardio, running out of time. Out of breath, watching time tick like up a text, and it still to me feels like death. It's a shame that I can't relax with this monkey that's on my back, racing against myself. This is the time to prepare depleting weary tendencies to move beyond this third world affair. How could I race against time if it is non-existent? You should steer now, any path leads to the one I needed. I made a couple mistakes and had to learn from them, and I had a couple breakdowns and had to rise above it. Self-sabotaging cause I feel too good to be real. Don't deserve the prize and the end patterns I need to heal, reveal. Won't catch me pleading, won't catch me bleeding. Mess me over for the best of reasons to evolve from the state of being. Life moves fast, make it hard to breathe. Take a couple seconds to myself, count to 3, let it in. Part 2.
See, I'm gazing at the daisies, walking through the garden, stringing through smooth like we pushing Ashton Martin. Observing the people, everyone so vibrant, living in the element. The sun is how we hydrate, awakened ancient spirits. We the living waters, memories are returning, our powers are igniting. Redemption is brewing, devil doesn't like it, they so frightened. Using any devices to cause a riot as we repel while they drag themselves into hell. Eye blind foes done fell, our spirits mad as hell. Can't you sell? Some still lost in the light, blinded by distraction. Though my eyes look real, throwing jabs and bills for a control reaction. It's all a trick, cause as I come to myself, I see the collective ascending. I reflect the time in some of my rhymes so y'all can see it. Get the slow burn at you listening like we do feel it. To get my hardest bars, I feel I have to analog it. See things clear on the paper, no way to censor it. My music's an offering, it's a frequency gift, it's a frequency shift. Ain't no 9 to 5 shit. Quit it in this fortress, I'm building foundations on a conquest to the highest room, done elevated. In a holy mountain, can no prey break through this apex. Brick by brick, the code is hidden in between the pyramid. As I come back to reality, these visions are happening as we know. Speaking my future, then I see it, put in that work so I can grow. Earth-style balance, root of the story will be the greatest ever told. Plant my feet into this ether, deep in the soul of the soul. Walking through the garden, stringing through smooth like we pushing Ashton Martin. Observing the people, everyone so vibrant, living in the element. The sun is how we hydrate, awaken ancient spirits. We the living waters, memories are returning, our powers are igniting. Redemption is coming, age of Aquarius. Redemption is coming into the 5D dimension. Being me left behind, don't get left behind, don't get left behind. Don't get left behind, don't get left behind, don't get left behind. Don't get left behind, don't get left behind, don't get left behind. The future here is now, the future here is now, the future now is mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Left is an artist. I think that I'm very versatile. I like to explore the different realms of music, from hip-hop to R&B to neo-soul. And I just like to express myself, the experiences, and experiment and put all of that together and alchemize my experiences in life and pain and everything that I go through into music, and share the healing with the world. I grew up in Rochester, New York, so that's upstate New York. It's not downstate, but it's still New York, so I've always been involved with music. I come from two heavily musical families. I grew up in the church, so I've always been involved with creating music, hearing music, dancing, and then, when I was 14, I decided to delve into it on my own, but I've always been surrounded by not just music, but dance and visual arts and, videography. And it just allowed me to pour that into myself and then, pour that out into the world. So where I'm from influenced me very much. It's the reason why I am an artist. What inspired my name, Queen Left? The Egyptian queen in Europe. I was very heavily influenced by Asatiwa. She was a queen and she was a warrior as well, and I just found that to be very powerful, so I wanted to use that example in my name. And then Left because, one, I wanted to show an appreciation to Left Eye because she doesn't really get celebrated as much, and she really influenced me to want to rap and make music in the way that I do. And I loved how she used her life experience and her creativity and full-fledged became who she was through that. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing. So Left came from that, but also I feel like I've always been the one to be rebellious. So when everybody was telling me to go in the right direction, I always thought go left, do the things that you want to do, and explore your path, your individual path. So that's what Queen Left represents, the sovereignty of who I am, but also the individuality of who I am. Music was something that I decided I wanted to pursue seriously. Again, I'm gonna reference Left Eye and TLC because I remember at 15, 14, I think, I was on YouTube. I was bored on a summer afternoon. It was maybe after school or summer afternoon, and I just went on YouTube exploring their music videos. This was around the time, YouTube was putting the music videos on there. And I just was watching them, and I just loved how, like I said, they used life experiences that we all go through and transmuted all that into music, and it became something that a lot of us became extremely influenced by. And I just felt like I wanted to use, my power and my, what I came to do here, my purpose on this earth, and express it in that same way, and come to find out that's what I've been led to do this entire time. So music has inspired me to be a musician and to create art. So we love music, music is life. Music is life. The first artist who influenced my sound, I'm gonna reference Left Eye again. She's like the major one. The second one, Lauryn Hill, she's come back around again, especially since she's been heavily honored recently, and it brought me back to the Miseducation. And I remember at 16 being extremely influenced by that album and listening to it all year. So she's one of them. Mos Def, Nas, Wu-Tang, Janet Jackson's the top one. She is very influential on just being versatile and, exploring all parts of you, regardless of how it is viewed, having that freedom to delve into the taboo, sides of humanity and celebrate that. Michael Jackson's another one that I feel like celebrated humanity and healing in his music, and that's something that I've always wanted to do. Lauryn Hill or Erykah Badu and Jill Scott are two big, very influential characters when it comes to just expressing your emotions and really delving deep into your vulnerability, and just the freedom in your words and having the freedom to be that vulnerable in your words. So those are like my biggest influences in music. Those are like my Avengers. I consider them my Avengers. Oh, and Tupac. We got a Tupac. I don't know how I forgot him. He's like my musical father, my Aries moon twin, like right there, like very influenced by him, very related to him. You know, his music is very relatable, and I feel like I'm very versatile in the same way he was. Like, he can get vulnerable, but he can also be a warrior and be like, like, you know, he's free and expressing all those sides. So I love him for that mainly. The biggest challenge I have faced as an independent artist has been, I'm like, what is the biggest challenge? I would honestly say finding people that I can really trust and I can depend on, because when you are independent, and like people say, when you don't have a crowd and you don't have, you know, the people or the audience yet, you're not gonna have the loyalty yet, because a lot of the times that's what people care to be around you for. You know, a lot of people don't really care to build and really do the things that it takes to be a team, you know, what it costs to be a team. So you're gonna lose a lot of people in that process, and you're gonna lose a lot of trust in that process. And one of the biggest challenges, you know, has been videos. I've always wanted to drop videos and different things like that, but I've always dealt with people who weren't reliable. And thankfully, you know, recently I've got somebody who has been extremely reliable, because I've gotten more videos than I have had in 1 year than I have had in the 7 years that I've been working with that other person. And I'm not meaning to call nobody out, but I'm just saying, like, you know, to hold those accountable to where they need to be held accountable. And, you know, when you're paid, you know, you got to give people their work. And when you don't expect the same energy, you know, that, because that's not what is going to be gotten. So I just want every artist to just protect themselves and do what's best for you, regardless of what other people got going on, because who cares, you know, because they're protecting themselves. So, you know, if you got to say what you got to say, do what you need to do that, and keep it going. Keep it moving. What motivates me to continue to make music even when things get difficult is the fact that that's how I express myself. That's the best way I know to express myself, is through creating music, or just creating art in general, you know, alchemizing my feelings into something tangible, or to something, you know, vocally that's healing, and, you know, that's, you know, releasing all of that, you know, feeling and pain, and make it into something else. So that's why I keep going. And professionally, why I keep going is just because I just love to be on stage. And if I could create a life where I could live comfortably doing the things that I love, then I'm gonna go for that. You know what I mean? You live life once, and I feel like you should always go towards the thing that you really love. And you can make the money and create the life that you want doing that, you know, going in the direction that is for you, despite what other people may say, because you never know what's in store for you. You know what you're made for, and you know what's for you at the end, not at the end of the tunnel, but along the way on the journey. So always make sure you stick to that. Which song means the most to me and why? I would say my past song, Never Die on My Knees.
I'll never die on my knees, because I'm begging, Lord, please to help. But I'm having doubts you are even here with me, and that's real. And that's real. Faith is real, but not in the means of religion. And how could I die on my knees if I'm higher than the ceiling? That's real. Hey, and that's real. Yeah.
Because that was the moment where I was really figuring out, you know, what I was going, you know, what was happening spiritually within me. And I just accepted my path within that, you know, instead of trying to go back and forth between what my family would be pleased with and what I'm feeling called towards, you know, what my soul was destined towards. So that's what Never Die on My Knees is talking about, because I'm talking about the fallacies of religion and how a lot of people live in that fallacy and don't really live, you know, a life that they really want, because they're living under an umbrella that, you know, they've been taught and been illusioned under and indoctrinated under. And a lot of people don't even realize that. And, you know, they fight you because, you know, you've realized that you don't have to live in a bubble. You know, you can go off and be sovereign, like I have said. And that's what, you know, Never Die on My Knees is all about. And then it just punches, like, you can feel it, you know. So that's my favorite song. How do I usually start my songs, music, lyrics, or melody? It depends. Sometimes if I get a beat and if it's geared towards something that I'm working on, I'll be like, ooh, okay, I'll listen to it and I'll save it. And if I had an idea for it, I'll save it for that idea. There are times where I'll have writing sessions after work, whatever. I try to practice, you know, because you want to not make it into a mood. You want to turn what you do into a practice, so it can be, you know, something that you live and breathe. You know, this is what you do in your entire life. So now I'm making it a practice to where, you know, I can sit with the beat and I just allow what to come. Sometimes I freestyle. And that's how Slow Ride actually came about. The beginning of Slow Ride, I actually freestyled that from a beat I had found on YouTube. And that's how that came about. So it depends, you know. I allow myself now to be free. I try not to control how I create like I used to. I used to just write things down and then try to find a beat, but I'm like trying to explore different realms so I can, you know, freestyle and do different things like that, you know, be more creative with my art. So it depends. I just let my whatever I'm in the mood for at the moment to guide me towards how to, you know, express that. If I could collaborate with any artist in the world, who would it be and why? Damn, it's a lot of artists. Solange. I think Solange would be the number one. I would do a collab album with Solange. I would like to just be, you know, in a music lab with her and just see what we could come up with. I feel like we will make some great shit. And I would be able to, you know, expand my creativity. And I feel like I can help her, you know, expand as well. You know, we're both artists, so, you know, I have things and she has, you know, different ways in which I can learn as well. So Solange would be the number one. That's my girl. I love her down. Apart from music, I also have a business named Cosmic Queen Collection. That's my baby. I started her a few years ago, a little bit after I moved to Atlanta, and it's basically a metaphysical shop, but also a health and wellness center. I would consider it, because I do Reiki and chakra balancing, and those are sessions that I give out. So if you want one, definitely tap in. I also do consultations. I have so much more coming, but I also do jewelry, crystal jewelry, waist beads, copper enhanced items. You know, these are physical adornments that help suit, you know, our mental, spiritual, and physical well-being. You know, they aren't just beautiful, you know, adornments, they also heal. You know, the copper and the crystals hold properties that help enhance the things that you want to bring towards and release within you. So Cosmic Queen is, you know, a branch from Queen Left, because it's another healing modality that I'm giving to you, but this one is literally my hands, because I'm making everything with my hands, and then with the chakra balancing and Reiki, I'm using the gift of my hands. So let me lay hands on you one time. So hit me up if you want anything. I do customs too, so don't shy away. What inspired me to start my jewelry business? To be honest, I'm gonna get real with y'all. I was dating somebody and they wanted me to make them some pieces, so I did. And then after, they were like, you should start a jewelry line. Like, these are great pieces, you should do that. And that was the only great thing that I left with. And I'm very happy with that because it really helped me tap into what it is that I did want to do, because definitely music, I was doing that and creating that, but I was still in a space where I was figuring out, you know, everything else, and things were just coming here and there, and I just allowed, you know, that to, you know, get in my ear, and I started to create jewelry, and was one of my first customers, and then I sold everything in like probably a month, and I just decided to do things that were symbolic, and that's how everything started. And you know, it's continuing and it's growing and it's evolving, and so much more is coming from it. So I'm super excited for where Cosmic Queen is going. So let's do it up. You know, we're doing great things for humanity. That's what it's for. The advice I can give to other artists about creating and stabilizing also multiple income streams is it's okay to work a 9-to-5 if it works for you. I'm adjusting my schedule now, but it's getting to a place where now I can use my time to, you know, do the business side and then create and then go vend and then go perform. You know, because I've created space to do that without the time. So now that I do have the time, I'm like, okay, now I have to fill in the time. So now I can create that. So do with your time what's best. And if your job is giving you the money that it needs to give you, stay there. Stay there. You don't have to be a struggling artist. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can make your money doing that, great. But it's nothing wrong with having a job. It's nothing wrong with having, like we said, multiple streams of income, because that job is going to help you create the life that you do want. You know, we have to learn how to, you know, create the capacity and diligently use our time to do that. And that it gets hard, but you have to really have the discipline to really want what you want to do it, because it is doable. And I feel like I'm one of a great example in showing that it's doable. And you can make whatever you want happen if you really want it to happen. Like, it really is true. You just have to really trust that and lean more into that than the lack mindset. Because when you lean more into that belief and leaning more into that faith, and where you're like, I'm leaning, and of course I'm gonna fall, but the trampoline gonna catch me and I'm gonna jump back up. When you start doing that you're gonna be shown that you could trust every time that happens. So just continue and believe in yourself and have discipline. Understand that discipline is not a headache. It's something that's very rewarding in the end. So just create a rhythm that works for you and refine, you know, your life that's in a way that suits you, not everybody else around you but you, and you'll be good. And take your time to do that, and take time with yourself and be patient with yourself and growing, and understanding rest is important too. So just give yourself the space to do that, and listen to your body the most, and listen to your spirit, and you'll be good. How do I balance being an artist and running a business? It's hard, and it's I'm gonna be very realistic. It is hard, but that's the beauty about it, because you realize it's hard. Like, it's not magical. It's like what everybody says it is. And it can become easy when you learn how to create a system, you know, which is something that comes with time. But like I said, it also comes with time. But when you really work on the spiritual aspects of yourself, and you, like I said, you learn the discipline, and you really create a routine that works for you, and you create time to give yourself a breath and stabilize your mood before you even walk out the door, before you do anything, before you look at your phone, you really set yourself up for the day. Like, you really set your day up for the day, you know, when you give your attention to yourself first, you know, and not listening to the world and clouded by the loudness of it. So I find the balance by giving myself more of myself when I need it. You know, when I feel as if I don't have time to it, then I pour more into myself, because that's when I know I need that. And then it'll give me more energy to, you know, go 10 times harder. So always remember that too. You know, it's okay to burn out sometimes, but realize you got to find a balance. And then realize, like I said, it's okay to rest. So give yourself the grace for that, but also give yourself the, you know, means to find those times and ways to make things better and easier for you, because that's what you want. You don't want too much on your plate. You want to make life better for you. So that's what routine and discipline helps with. The qualities I think every entrepreneur should have is integrity, one. They should be honest. You know, you should be able to conduct your business in an honest manner and with ethics, and to, you know, just represent yourself in the best manner. That's what you will want to do. You don't want to be one of these business owners that, you know, lack integrity and that lie and that just do the things for the money. You know, there has to be a purpose behind why you're doing it. So make sure you have that, and make sure you can actually, you know, stabilize the business. When you have the intention and you have the purpose, it helps you kind of, you know, create that consistency in the long run. But it takes a lot. So make sure you're actually dedicated to doing what it is that you want to do, and, you know, you follow the right steps too, because it takes a lot to maintain it as well. You know, it's just not about creating. You have to actually make sure the business side is taken care of, and that takes a lot. And it is a lot, but it, you know, the more you grow, the more you create a team, and the more you build that, you know, in due time, you'll be able to create more and create a business that, you know, will flourish and fluctuate. But also it takes time. So don't think you're just gonna start a business today and it's gonna flourish. It's gonna take time and dedication, and you need to know the steps, you know, that it's gonna take to get you there, and that even takes time sometimes. So take your time. Take your time. The message I would like to leave everyone today is to live life on your terms. Understand who you are authentically, and understand that all sides of you are important to explore. You know, we all have these different aspects of ourselves that sometimes we like to shame or, you know, hold guilt around. And it's important to, you know, understand that you don't have to live with that. You can express that. You can, you know, release it. It doesn't have to be a part of you. Understand that you don't have to live with the things that you feel as if that you know, feel that you have to live with, the things that the people have done. You know, you can really change and transform and be the person that you want to be. You know, you are not a victim of your circumstance, and you can really be who it is that you know that you're destined to be, regardless of what anybody has said to you. You know, this is your life, and it's your job to live your life. So I've always wanted to teach people to live their life on their terms. So that's my biggest message to everybody. You can find me on all platforms, Queen Left, Left, on Twitter, Miss Queen Left, or X, whatever you want to call it. You can find me on YouTube, The Oracle's Code. That's where Cosmic Queen and Queen Left lives. That's where, you know, the behind the scenes and all that will live. And you can also find me on Queen Left TV. That's where all the music videos will be, all the official Queen Left content. You can find all my music on all music platforms. On my website, Queen Left Music, go on there. I pay for it, so please check out my website. It's very beautiful, so check out everything. All my music lives there, all my content lives there. Everything will be on my website if you need to find anything. So if anything, queenleftmusic.com. Cosmic Queen will be on there. Everything that I live and breathe for is on queenleftmusic.com, so go there. That's where you will find Queen Left.
Yes, thank you for watching. That was one-on-one with Victor Vybz Fimz. That was Queen Left for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, you know, for the next guest for the episode 2. So make sure you stick on the channel. My name is Victor Vybz, and this was one-on-one with Victor Vybz Fimz. I sign out.